The following is a presentation of the Reviewing Network Sports.
And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the second game of our tripleheader day here today on the Reviewing Network Live Madden 26 tournament. And, talk about a thrilling first game overall. I mean, who would have thought the Las Vegas Raiders would come out of nowhere and beat the Detroit Lions the way they did? I mean, the Lions made a lot of mistakes in that first game. So, yeah, we have our first true shocker of this tournament so far. The Lions, who I thought were gonna go all the way to the end, they're gone after 2 games, so that probably boasts some bad news for the two teams playing now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. Of course, with Tampa Bay having one of the more notable collapses of the years in the regular season. But the New York Jets sitting as the number 2 seed in this tournament here. They face the Buccaneers today. Will we see a repeat of what happened today, of what happened earlier today, or will we essentially see what we expect to see? Tampa Bay beating the ever-loving crap out of New York. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's go to Kate Scott and Brock Hurt at MetLife Stadium for Game 2 of today's tripleheader between the Bucs and the Jets.
That's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. Ready to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the number 1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
I firmly believe the NFL is better with quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield in it. His teams, they just embrace his feisty, chippy attitude he plays with. They also embrace the production he's shown. Massive new career best a season ago with 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Baker now from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bucs have the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Mayfield. Inside, this is Egbuka. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Irving here from the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds Ibuka. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. It's a big strike downfield to Ibuka. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a gain of 22. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Irving on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. This makes it up to the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Taylor. Now he takes it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
10 yards on the play. And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
They give on 2nd to home. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early...
Aaron Glenn not happy with that call. He's going to get a second look at it. The challenge flag is out.
Is under review.
Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So even with that second look, the official's not seeing things Aaron Glenn's way. The call on the field is going to stand. Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They give to Irving to start this drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To throw is Mayfield. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete. Downfield to Godwin. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's caught. It's Godwin again. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. On the give, this is Irving. On the move, past the 40. Breaks through and breaks away. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They got 21 yards on the play, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to it. No repeat success of that last run, as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Now even a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is going to fall incomplete. We made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers stretch their early lead to 9. Mike Evans with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers go up 10-zip here in the first. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's trying to push the field. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though. Because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down run by Davis. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing a fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
Austin McNamara on now to punt. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Baker now. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Third and short. Mayfield. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down from the 42. Slot man in motion left. First down, here's Baker. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, okay? Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Going to the ground again on first. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Once again, Irving makes a tackle. He's still going. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look at the defense.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, we're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. He keeps it and takes off. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers hold a 16-point lead in the first. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. New York to the line. 1st and 10. To the air. Taylor. To the left side. Reeled in by Wilson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Breaks the tackle. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down. Hall gets it again. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Devontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little... Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Throwing, Taylor. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's on target to Johnson. Nice move. He's got some running room. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
A gain of 43 yards. That's good for Jets. First down.
guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets cut the lead down to 10.
17, Jets 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bucs have the first.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Here's the give to Irving. Escapes a defender. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving on the counter. He dodged the tackle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And a first down. First and 10.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And now they face 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Irving on the inside give. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got his man. It's on him. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
A gain of 6 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Irving has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Here's another for him. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Back to the 3 after that last play. It's third and goal. Godwin, the man in motion left. Mayfield now on third and goal. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 16-point ball game. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. His third total score of this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets have to begin another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. He throws it deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it sets up second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Going again on second. Taylor hit and the ball is loose. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Carry here for Irving. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Right back to Irving now. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now bring the tight end in motion. Running with Irving again on 2nd. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Oh, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense. But this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
Running on 2nd with White. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
You know what I call that play, Kate? You call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing again is Baker. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Jets going to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one won't get there. Looks good, but the stop is made just before he can get the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They're going play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it's good for a New York 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
1st down, play action. That's complete to Wilson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They cross the 40 line. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And this one belongs to the Bucs.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. It starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Oh, it isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Motion man sent left. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Well, it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery.
25 yards on the play. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium now on the other side. 8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Timeout taken by New York. That's it 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
It's just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now here comes the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To the air, Taylor. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Taylor. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and
first half so far has not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Taylor has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Looking to throw, Taylor. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Taylor. Checks it down the hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here's the Jets offense. Get ready to start our third quarter. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Now it's Taylor. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Taylor now. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
This is Irving on 2nd. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. On the screen, this is White. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. Complete to Rashad White. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, it's a gift to White. Jukes a man, he's running free. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Gunway. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's 16 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well you can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Tucker has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
From the gun, it's on. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw here. Shakes himself free. He's keeping it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Mitchell now in motion left. He's got it along the sideline. We'll muster a little down to the 30. A play made by Jacob Parrish.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the 1st. Ball down to the 26.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they're left with 4th and short.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll run for it with Hall. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Setting up the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Pass play now. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. It will bring up 3rd down.
Offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
3rd down from the gun. He's going to run for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets lower the deficit they face. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets take a molehill off that mountain. They still trail by 27.
14.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And he'll go out of bounds after getting it all the way down inside the kicking team's 45. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10 from the 43. Mayfield now from the gun. Down the field, Evans has it. Tampa Bay touchdown! The Buccaneers trying to end this before the final quarter. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets back on offense, led out by Teron Taylor. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Quickly out wide, it's Mitchell. He crosses the 35. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut into the lead. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Mayfield now off the play action. Brought in left side by Godwin. He'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. It's White on the give. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Baker now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Buka, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Jets back on offense, led out by Teron Taylor. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. New York to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
To the air, Taylor. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets him around 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They go right back to Hall. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And it's good for a New York first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's Hall running his own read. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, New York. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
28.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tucker now on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another. That could put this just too far out of reach. First and 10 now from the 30. Baker now off the play fake. Escapes the puck. Now hit. Mayfield loses the ball. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And New York takes it back for a touchdown. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Dude, I played for coaches, and when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Buccaneers have that football, partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 43. They run the counter with White. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. We've got a screen to the running back. Jukes away from one. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Up the middle, here goes Mike. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's White again. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bucs have the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pressure coming, Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Gun, White, and he gets a few on the plunge forward.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll fire ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3. Throwing, Baker. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead.
Jets, 28.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. He dodged the tackle, and he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets offense now set to take over. And scoring hasn't been an issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
First call here coming from the shotgun. It's an option right that begins this drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Taylor to throw. Fires right away, but incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Making the call himself. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now it's Taylor. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now. They need 7. Looking to throw. Taylor. He'll try and run this. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A give left side for Hall. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Taylor still has some space inside the 35. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Shotgun now on third down. Gets another one to Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Jets. First down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Taylor now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Taylor. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for third down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
They kick the running back in motion. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Jets making the scoreboard look a touch better. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Jets 35.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tucker now on the return. He brushed him off with ease. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Right side, this is Ibuka. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
The 41-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
White trying this straight ahead. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got his man. It's on him. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes it down to the 33. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Quickly into the hands of Evans. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
29-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. The give now to White. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Buccaneers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, this is White. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Jets into the dime. Out of the pistol, here's White. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Wangu now to return. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Here's White. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football.
Well, there you go. We don't have 2 shocking upsets today, at least not yet. We have to see what the Saints and Chiefs do in just a few minutes here. But Tampa Bay overall dominating this game, winning 58-35. They become the 2nd team to join the Elite 8 after the Las Vegas Raiders did earlier today. And Tampa Bay really did not give up a whole lot there. I mean, there was a point where the Jets looked like they were coming back, but not so much. And yeah, it was basically all Tampa Bay all day long. Todd Bowles got his revenge, right? You gotta love this. They put this highlight in there, even though this play did not count as a touchdown. So I love the fact that they threw this in there, because that was pretty much the only thing the Jets did today. Yeah, pretty much it was basically Tampa Bay's day overall. And unlike the Lions earlier today, yeah, they weren't going to lose this game to a lowly team like the New York Jets. But Final score of this one here is you see 58-35. Baker Mayfield having a big day, over 463 yards on offense, 4 touchdowns. Tyrod Taylor didn't have a bad day either, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions by anybody so far. In fact, Tyrod Taylor actually led the rushing charge for the Jets, as you see the stats right there. Mika Buka had a big day. Mike Evans did. And, yeah, it was basically the turnover ratio was on the Jets side. 2 turnovers over the Bucs, none. So there you go. The final score, 58-35. And with all that said, we're going to head out to the Saints and Chiefs in just a little bit. So stick around. We'll be right back after this.
The following has been a presentation of the Reviewing Network Sports.